So these are our fluency pages, which are in the sheet protectors in our homework folders. So I'm just going to kind of go through and give an example of kind of what you need to do with your students at home. Because we've had a couple more pages added, and I just want to make sure everyone knows exactly what to do on these pages when you're working with your child. So on this one, you just set the timer for 1 minute, and they just go through and say the letters D, E, Z, R, Q, N, V, W, I, E, P, and they continue until the timer stops, and hopefully each night they keep getting further and further down the page. Then now on the back, we have a letter, word, sound fluency, and this is what that will look like. You will also set a timer for 1 minute, and you will go B, ad, bad, B, at, bat, K, ab, cab. If they can say the whole chunk, then let them. If they can do K and can, that's fine. If they need to go K, a, p, cap, that's fine too. We just want them to read as much as possible and try to get as far down the list as they can every night. So that's on the back of that. Now that's added. And now we've added nonsense words. So this will be the same, very similar process. Set a timer for 1 minute, and the children will go t, k, tuck, w, ick, wick, l, n, len, p, odge, podge. And if they're able to just sound the whole word out, that's fine. So if they can go Russ, that's fine. But if most of them are going to have to sound out each sound and blend it together, and that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that they go b, I, m, bim, l, odge, lodge. If they can go Jim, Jack, Vep, Mez, that's fine too. Some of the kiddos are ready for that, and that's fine if they can do that. Reminding you that it is 1 minute, time for 1 minute, so we want to push them as much as possible. These are nonsense words, so you'll just remind the students that when they're reading these, they're not going to make sense. The whole point of this is just for them to use all the sounds they know and be able to blend the word together. And then for the number fluency, they're just, again, timing for 1 minute, saying the name of the number, 17, 11, 12, 2, 15, 3, 17, 9, and they'll go as far as they can within 1 minute. And then on the back, we have the dice, and if they can look at both of these and say 8, that's great. But if they have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's fine. Or they may go 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however they want to do it. But the whole goal is to try to get them to say the total in the box, in the whole box, as quickly as possible. So reminding that it's not just one dice and one dice. So they shouldn't say 5 and 3. They need to count both of them together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty much what they need to do. Each box. We need the total in each box. Again, being time for 1 minute. And that is all of our fluency pages. And then we have a new homework page. And it's all on one page now, so you won't have 2 pages, you'll have 1 page. On the first side, you're going to have the parents' instructions. So this is what you will read to the kids, and on the back, that's where they'll actually do these things. My suggestion is to break this up into chunks and not do this all in one night. I would do the reading words activity and the heart words activity probably together on one day. I would suggest Monday for those 2, and then Tuesday for word chain and sentence reading, and then I would take off on Wednesday, and then on Thursday the sentence dictation where you say the sentence and they write it. So I'm just gonna kind of go through this and show you what it's gonna sound like and look like for the kids. So you'll start right here. It says reading words activity, and it literally says and tells you what to do. I want you to have the students sound out each letter of the word, and then just blend the word. So for them, they're going to see this, and they're going to go b-ud, bud, t-aps, taps, b-us, bus, m-aps, maps. So that's what they'll do for that. And then the second part, again, it tells you exactly what to do, and it wants the students to read the heart words and then write them. So this is the heart word activity. So the directions are on the back, and then it has what the student's supposed to do on this side. So they will say as and write as. See and write see. Is and write is. Okay, so I would do those two on one night. And then I would do the word chaining activity and the sentence reading activity on one night. So the word chaining, so you're going to have your student listen to you as you prompt them to read these words. So it tells you the words it wants you to say. And so basically a word chaining is where they start with the word and they add a sound or change a sound. So you'll start with the word tap. So right here, they would write the word tap. And then you're going to say, okay, now I want you to change the word tap to taps. So the second word they need to write, they need to say, rewrite tap and then add a S, taps. And then it wants them to change the T to a C at the beginning. You can say that. Change your T to a C and write your new word. And so instead of T-A-P-S, they would come over here and write C-A-P-S, and they would have caps. And then lastly, it wants them to change caps to cups. So then you would tell them, we're going to change caps to cups. So then they would come over here and sound out k-ups. So they would change their A to a U. So it's just them listening for the sounds that need to be changed and creating a new word. This is going to take them the longest probably. So this activity and this activity will be fine. And then on this one, they're literally just reading the sentence to you. Dad did not mop the den. The cap fits on the man. So I would do these two on one night, the word chaining, changing the words and the sounds. And then on this one, they're just reading these to you, and they have two sentences to read. And then this dictation activity, that's the sentences where you read the sentence and then they have to write it on the lines. So I would save this for one night. This is going to take the longest out of all of this. So I